Well, I'm with Madi Rowlands, the 17-year-old ski superstar of the GB team. She is the Youth Olympic champion in halfpipe, and we're going to find out a bit about how she got to be just so good and what her goals are for the future. So, Madi, first of all, how did it all begin?
Well, my family have always been really keen skiers, and we have a place in Des Alpes in France. So when I was like 2, they just put me on plastic skis and shoved me down a baby slope.
Oh dear.
Yeah, not exactly the best parenting skills, but it got me here. And I just kind of followed my brother actually through the park, and it progressed quite rapidly, I guess.
So that's Mike, your brother. He's older than you, and he was into freestyle before you, and you thought that looks like fun.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, sometimes he hates me for it, but hey-ho.
When did you realise you had a real talent for it?
I don't know really, because I always did UK comps and there weren't really many girls, so you couldn't really judge it. But then I started doing international comps like the SFR tour in France, and I kind of realised that I was doing okay. I wasn't exactly coming last, so yeah. And then obviously the Youth Olympics and World Juniors, I did quite well in them, so.
I think quite well is a bit of an understatement. Gold in the halfpipe and bronze in the ski slopestyle,
yeah.
That's right, yeah? I mean, how much of a surprise was that for you?
Well, because when you're training you don't really look at other people, so I just thought, yeah, my run's good, like I've done well for me, let's just see how it goes, and turns out it was a pretty good run.
What other achievements do you think are your greatest achievements? I mean, clearly that must be up there, but but you've had some pretty good results elsewhere, yeah?
Like, in one of my first few World Cups, I came 7th in slopestyle in Font Romeu, and that's probably my best placing so far in a World Cup, so I was really happy with that.
And you're one of the few athletes in the GB team who does both slopestyle and halfpipe. We haven't got that many halfpipe skiers, particularly among the women. Is that an advantage or a disadvantage doing the two different disciplines?
I'd say definitely one helps out the other. Like, if you've got a trick on jumps, you can easily transfer it to halfpipe, but sometimes it does make your schedule very busy, and you do kind of have to go from place to place very quickly, whereas others can just kind of spend a few more days here, then go to there, but it all works out in the long run.
So what's the programme for Madi Rowlands this season then?
I go everywhere this season. Like, I'm going to Austria next week, I think, and then it's to America, and then if that is okay, I could be going to China, and then it's everywhere before the Olympics.
And in terms of qualification, obviously you've got to be in with a huge chance. I mean, how difficult is it to get to the qualification standard and also then to be selected?
It is quite difficult, because you do have to constantly be putting down solid runs in World Cups, because it keeps your world ranking, well, high but low, I guess. I don't really know how to put that. But
I think the points have to be low, don't they, if you're ranking to be high? I think that's it, isn't it?
but yeah, you just have to be really solid, and hopefully you get there.
A difficult question, I guess, for you, but how likely do you think it is that we will see you at Pyeongchang, and how likely do you think you can really target a medal?
I think it's quite likely to get there, but you never know with a medal. Like, it all depends on who's there, the weather, the course, whether it suits you, so you don't know until you're there.
But your aim would just be to get there and do as well as you can?
Oh yeah, definitely, that's always been my aim.
And obviously your family will be watching you very closely. As you say, you've got Mike, who's a top slopestyle athlete as well, and Lexi, your little sister, who's coming up.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think they'll be able to go and watch because it's very expensive to get there, but they'll definitely be keeping a close eye online and stuff.
Okay, well, Madi, thanks very much for talking to PlanetSKI, and we wish you all the best this season, and particularly, of course, in South Korea in February.
Thanks.